What's going on, guys? John Elder here from QMDIArea.com, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to create multiple windows inside your app for PyQt5 and Python. All right, guys, like I said, in this video, we're going to make multiple windows inside of our app. But before we get started, if you like this video and want to see more like it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out QMDIArea.com, where I have dozens of courses with hundreds of videos that teach you to code. Use coupon code YouTube1 to get $30 off memberships on my courses, videos, and books. One-time fee is just $49, which is insanely cheap. All right, like I said, in this video, we're going to build this app that has multiple windows inside the app, and we can click and add more if we want, and they just keep coming. And that's what we're going to look at in this video. So head back over to our code. I'm using the Sublime Text Editor and then Git Bash Terminal as always. And as always, you can find a link to the code in the pinned comment section below, as well as a link to the playlist with all the other PyQt5 videos in this series. So check that out if you haven't so far. So I've got our basic PyQt5 starter code that we always have. I'm calling this new_win.py because we're going to create new windows, whatever. Right, so nothing to see here. Now let's head over to our terminal. I'm in my C PyQt5 directory. I've got my virtual environment turned on, and let's open the designer. And when we do, this pops up. We just want a main window like normal. So let's create this guy. Okay, so what we're going to use is something called the MDI widget. And MDI stands for multiple display interface. I think normally your app is an SDI, single display interface. There's one display. We want to create multiple displays. And like I said, we're going to use the MDI widget for that. So come through here and try and find it. Let's see, widget, there it is. MDI widget. It's in the containers group here. So MDIArea is what we want. So we could just drag this over, and you can make this any size that you want. We can sort of resize this a little bit if we want to make it bigger, whatever, not super important. So, okay, we've got that. Now I'm just going to create a little label up here at the top just for fun. The label doesn't actually do anything, right? So let's bring this up here and let's say add window. And for fun, if we want to make this bigger, we can come through here. Grab the font and I don't know, what do you say, like 22 maybe? Oh, too big, about 18. All right, that looks good. And let's also grab a button so that when we press it, we can add a new window. Now, you don't have to do it like this. If you want to create a specific number of new windows in your app, I could show you how to do that. But just for fun, we're going to do this little function where it will add a window when we click the button. So that's all we need. So let's go ahead and save this. Let's go File, Save As. And we want to be in our PyQt5 directory. I'm going to call this new_win.ui. And we're ready to go. So now let's look at that file. So let's open it. We have new_win.ui. And we need to import some things. So first, before we do that, let's define our widgets. And then we'll import them as we define them. So let's go self. I'm going to call the first one MDI. For multiple display interface. I think that's what that stands for. So self.mdi equals and self.findChild. And we want two things here. We also need that button, so we'll define that. So let's come through here and find those things. So first, we do have a label, so we'll need to import that at the top of our app here. There we go. We also will have a QPush button. So we need to import that and also bring that down here. And instead of MDI, let's call this button. And the name of our button is push button. So copy that over. There we go. And finally, we have a, let's see, where did it go? Scrolled right past it, didn't we? QMDIArea. So let's import that. And then bring that down here as well. Boom, there we go. And the name of our MDIArea is MDIArea, right? So, all right. So that looks good. Now we've defined our widgets. Now let's create a little function that gets called whenever we click the button. So that's going to be self.button.clicked.connect. We've done this many times in other videos. And we want to run let's create a function called add window. Okay, so we haven't created that yet. Let's go ahead and do that. We also want to show our app, right? So now let's create that, define add window. We want to pass in self. And for now, let's pass. Okay, so I want to keep track of how many windows we create. So every time we click the button, we want to keep track with a counter. So I'm just going to come up here to the very top of our app and I'm going to create a count variable, set it equal to 0. And now this will be global so we can use it anywhere in here. So now let's come down here. And what do we want to do inside this function? Well, first thing, anytime we click a button, we want to increase our count. So that's UI.count equals UI.count plus 1. So every time we click it, it'll add 1 to the counter. Why is this UI.count? Well, that's the name of our class, right? So we're putting it right inside the class there. So we have to call UI.count in order to access it inside of here. So, all right, there we go. So now let's create sub windows, right? And I'm going to call this sub, short for sub window. And this is going to be a QMDI sub window. Now we don't, there we go. Now we don't actually have this in our program, right? Remember, we have QMDIArea. We don't have QMDI sub window. So we need to import that. So I'm going to copy this and notice the capitalization here. The Q and the M are capitalized, the S is capitalized, and the W is capitalized, right? So I'm going to copy this and we need to come up here and import this guy. There we go. So now what do we want to do inside? Let's say do stuff in the sub window. What do we want to do inside of there? Well, let's just create a little like text edit field that we can type in. Nothing fancy in this example. Normally, if you were doing something in the real world, you would want this window to do something. You would do that right here. So let's go sub.setWidget. And inside of our sub window, we just want a what? Maybe a Q text edit. Now that's just an entry box basically. So we actually have to import this because we don't have this in our app yet. So come back here to the top and import that guy. All right. So now we've, created this little thing with a widget inside of it. So let's also set the title bar of the sub window, right? So like up here, it says Sublime Text Unregistered. That's the title, right? So what do we want our title to be? Well, we can go sub.setWindowTitle. And I'm going to call this subby window. I don't know. And maybe we also want to put the number of the window because every time we click it, it's going to open another window. We want to keep track of what number we're on, right? So we can, let's call a string function and just take our UI.count and put that in there. Okay. So now we've got our sub window, right? We've defined what it is. We've put stuff in it. We've given it a title. Now we need to add the sub window into our MDI widget, right? So to do that, we just go self.mdi.add_sub_window and then pass in that sub. Now, why is it self.mdi? Because remember up here, we defined it as self.mdi. This is our QMDIArea widget, right? So, okay, that's all there is to that. Now we finally just have to show the new sub window. And to do that, we just, as normal, sub.show, right? Remember up here, we self.show the actual app, sub.show. So, okay, let's go ahead and save this and run it, see if that worked. Head back over to our terminal. This is going to be Python new_win.py. Okay, we've got our app. Click this, fingers crossed. Boom, new window. Notice the title, subby window 1, right? We could type stuff in here because we put that Q text edit widget in there. Whatever. We could do another one. And you notice they just kind of go willy-nilly. Now we can designate exactly where these go a couple of different ways if we want to. So let's head back over here and let's position the sub windows. So here, if we want to, for instance, let's say tile them, we can just go self.mdi.tile sub windows, and that's a function. So now every time we add one of these, it will be tiled. Let's save this and run it. See if that worked. See, they're side by side. Now this is up and down, and it's putting them in the tile format, and it just keeps sort of subcategorizing them into tiles, right? Nice and neat, all the little things. So, okay, that's interesting. We could also cascade them. Let me comment this out, and let's say cascade them, and that's just going to be self.mdi. You guessed it, Cascade Sub Windows. And personally, I kind of like this one a little better, but it really just depends on the type of app you're creating and what you want to do with it. So we do this, and now boom, they're nice and cascaded. And it just sort of keeps on going. All right. Crams them all in there. Oh, it's getting out of control. Very cool. Now, you'll notice The latest one, the last one, is the active one. It's sort of highlighted a little bit. The rest of them are kind of grayed out a little. So if you want to close that one, we won't do it because then we'd have to create another button and that's just sort of a hassle. But we could close active sub window. I think you could probably figure out how to do that. So you would be like self.mdi.close active sub window. You could also self.mdi.remove a sub window. And you could also self.mdi.subwindow list, get a list of all the windows that you happen to have at the moment, right? So I'll let you play around with those things. They're pretty self-explanatory, but I'll leave them in the code just so you can, play around with them if you want. If you want to check the code later on or whatever, we could say, do more fun stuff, right? Whatever. But pretty cool and really kind of simple. So that's all for this video. If you liked it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out QMDIArea.com where you can use coupon code YouTube1 to get $30 off membership. So you pay just $49 to access all my courses, over 47 courses, hundreds of videos, and the PDFs of all my best-selling coding books. Join over 150,000 students learn to code just like you. My name is John Elder from QMDIArea.com, and I'll see you in the next video.